Good morning, Facebook, social media. How you guys doing? So look, you learned, you turned, you grew, and you changed. Again, you learned, you turned, you grew, and you changed. 4 things that we've really got to do, right? So number 1, we've got to learn. We've got to learn about where we're at. We've got to learn about this new way of living. We've got to learn about how we're feeling, dealing with these emotions. We've got to turn ourselves into a new mindset, a new way of working. And then, of course, we've got to then start to learn, turn, and we're then going to grow. We're going to grow, we're going to stretch ourselves into this new way of living. And then, of course, we're going to start to move forward. We're going to start to embrace. Yesterday, it's a tough day, it's a tough time for business owners because, we're all thinking about how do we find our business? How do we get our businesses back going? And if you're on social media right now and you're watching, of course, good morning. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brad, but, we're talking to people, aren't we? We're communicating, we're connecting. And the responses you're going to get back on social media right now are going to be lower than you'd normally expect. So if you do use social media as a tool to broadcast yourself, to talk about your businesses, to put your services out there, or just generally to broadcast and help people, the return you're going to get from people is going to be slightly lower. But don't be disappointed with that. Don't be disappointed. Seriously, don't be, because the mindset we've got to have right now with this, learning and turning and growing and changing and adapting means that we've got to keep going. We've got to keep pushing forward. And right now it's about 9:30 a.m. here in the UK. I'm just off to work to do some filming today, but you've got to keep at it. Rejection is something that as human beings and as business owners, we struggle with when you're trying to build a business, grow a business, save a business, trying to get your business back up on its feet. And you're facing rejection every single day where you're trying to get deals, you're trying to get orders. And it's almost as if right now, you've got a brick wall right in front of you. LT in America, how you doing? Ricky Lee Allen, good morning. Chris Cornish, good morning. It's like a brick wall. And it's like you're feeling like you're banging through this brick wall every single day. And you're not getting a response and you're not getting a return. Well, listen, here's the thing. We've got 2 choices with our businesses right now. We can either keep hammering away, keep ourselves sharp, keep training, keep upskilling, keep being in the public eye with our businesses, with ourselves, our personal brand, our business brand, or we can give up and say, I'm getting no return. I'm getting no response. This is really, really tough. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's a whole new tough world. And it's really bloody tough for every single one of us. But what we got to do is we got to keep hammering away. Business owners, entrepreneurs, you have your business, you've got an idea, your idea can be adapted, it can be changed. And I'm not saying it's easy. This right now is where true entrepreneurs and business owners are really going to know what you're worth. This is where every morning in the UK here, it's 9:30. You've got to start off your day with something really, really positive. You've got to start off your day with something so freaking inspiring inside yourself that it's like your ready brick, your Weetabix, your breakfast fuel that keeps you going through the whole day. Let me give you an example. I get up this morning, get an email come in, and it was a negative email. It was something where a customer's business had gone bust. They can't afford to pay their services, and the first thought you might be thinking in the morning is, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, lost some more money or what have you. And you know what I said to myself? I shook myself off like a dog that's just come in from the rain. And I said, right, okay, so what we do now is we go and find a way to replace it. We go and find a way to replace that revenue. And what you do is you shake yourself off and you get straight into the mindset, right, that's really difficult and I feel for that individual. If I can help them, I will. But I just lost some more revenue. My business has just lost some more food on the table due to the coronavirus. We've got 2 choices. We can learn, we can turn, we can grow, we can change, and we can adapt into this environment, which is what we've got to do. We've got to keep tweaking. So if you're out there right now and you're sending your message out for your business on Facebook, on social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, and you're not getting the return investment that you normally get, accept it, because people are still in the shock stage. They're still not woken up to the reality of, oh my gosh, our world has fallen apart. The world is crumbling. The UK GDP is going to be going down by 35%. But on the other side of that, there's a group of entrepreneurs that actually will get together. And we did this last night online. We broadcast to Facebook. We had about 15 people, panelists on a Zoom call. And, we were broadcasting. I had nurses on there. Alfie was on, of course, who's my partner, which I'm incredibly humbled to be a part of Alfie Alfie Best Property Growth Training Company. And we've also been coaching and helping businesses to come together. So we created an online network. We brought in nurses. We had financial bankers from Canada. We had importers and manufacturers of hand sanitizers from India. We had coaches. We had on there wood manufacturers and importers. Essentially, we had a range of people coming together just talking about their business, talking about who they are, talking about what they're going to do about their business and what they're doing to stay alive. We got two choices. We can lay down, we can die, or we can just keep pushing forward. But you are going to get rejection still. But even though you're going to face more rejection and your sales closing level and your return on investment, what you're putting in is going to go out of whack, you've got to keep going. You've got to start your day off with something motivational. You've got to say to yourself, I'm worthy, I'm possible, I've got a business, I can break through. And if that means that you've got to adapt slightly right now to try and do something else, albeit temporary, you've got to do it. As entrepreneurs and business owners, we cannot have a level of pride where we are not prepared to do whatever it takes. If I have to go into Tesco's and work at night and stack shelves for 12 quid an hour to make sure my bills are paid and show up for my work during the day, you know, I do that. There's no doubt about it. And I absolutely respect entrepreneurs that are turning their hand to other things in their business to stay alive. They may have, you know, sort of put their businesses into like a morph state, into a coma state, just to hold it tight, doing something else. And the thing is, entrepreneurs, we got to be prepared to adapt. We got to be prepared to change. We got to be prepared to be like water right now. But one, start off your day with something that's really going to keep you motivated. Two, surround yourself with winning people. Three, talk to other people. Four, give something to someone today. Help someone. Do yourself a favour and ring someone right now and give them the skills that you've got and help them. It will make you feel incredible. The gift of helping somebody else. And this is where we're all becoming, you know, coaches and teachers, because we need to receive that help and support back. And that's why last night we launched the Alfie Best Business Network, and we're a property training company. But you know what? Anybody in business needs to come together. And look, we're going live 3 times a week. We broadcast it live to Facebook. Everybody had a chance to talk about their business. It was very fantastic. It was a fantastic session last night with Alfie. They all got to speak to Alfie Best live on air. They all got their businesses promoted, and it wasn't one of these selfish things where, you know, some of these salespeople just take, and I did this, and I did that, and I did this, and it's all about me. It's not. It's not about me right now. It's not about Alfie. It's about all of us. It's about all of us together and how we all can help each other, how we can fight to survive and thrive through this challenging time. So, ladies and gents, good morning wherever you are. Find something motivational, inspirational, hold it inside your heart today, and then get up and get dressed up and get into your garage, get into your office if you have to get into your office. Make sure that you are protected with your mask around people to make sure that you don't get the virus or you don't spread the virus. But we are incredible people. Human beings will survive. And the people that's innovating right now, that's thinking outside the box, that are still pushing themselves and working 3-4 times harder than they've ever worked, for 3, 4, 5, 10 times less money than they've ever earned, are the people that's going to learn, are the people that's going to grow, are the people that's going to upskill and strengthen themselves. And ultimately, they're going to come out the other side victorious. It isn't easy, but we can make it easier. We can come together. Of course, we've got to keep selling and trading with each other as best as we can. Sometimes you may not be able to make a financial transaction right now, but maybe you've got a skill you could give to your web developer. Your web developer would have a skill that he could give to you. He builds a website for you. You give him coaching and training or provide him services to his business. So think outside the box. Hold your motivation in your heart and let's do business and stay alive. We've got to. Because, ladies and gentlemen, no one's coming to save us. You know, as business owners, the government's putting out plans to support us and the money's still not coming through. We're having to pay our staff, even though the money's not coming in. Revenue in many cases and many businesses are down 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%. Strength and honour right now amongst business owners. Strength and honour. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. If you want to join our business network for a tenner a week and meet some people and get yourself online, then just visit alfiebestpropertygrowth.com/business network. You know, we're the only property training company in the UK that trains on bricks and mortar training, and commercial property, residential, commercial, bricks and mortar, and park home and holiday parks. And also, we now have our business network as well to help business owners, and we're the only company in the property training sector that somebody who owns it, Alfie Best, is listed in the Sunday Times Rich List. And I can tell you, Alfie's going through his challenges, but he's like a swan right now. On top, he's elegant and poised and thinking straight, and underneath he is pedaling like fuck. And that's what we've all got to do. Have an incredible day. George Thompson, Maria, thanks very much today for joining. Take care. I'll see you guys soon.